What is up guys, Ark here, back with another Clash Royale video. And in this video we're going to be going over a Grand Challenge run, which is this one right here. Now more specifically, I'm using the same deck again. My own Giant, Poison, Graveyard, Night Witch, Executioner, NATO deck. Yeah, it has a lot of stuff in it. It is just such a versatile deck that I never seem to do poorly with it in grand challenges. I did showcase this deck in a video before in which I got 3 grand challenge wins in a row, and I did get a couple of grand challenge losses with different decks. So I got tired. I just went back to this deck again, and voila! I didn't. Not only did I get this 12 wins, I got 12 wins before that. These 2 losses with 3 and 6 were just for different decks that I wanted to try out, which I clearly am not good at. So I did get a lot of requests for people to make a more in-depth guide about this deck, so that is exactly what I'm gonna do. I did face a lot of different types of decks in this grand challenge, so I'm gonna be going over each of them and showing you guys exactly how to play that matchup. So firstly, something I want to tell you guys, which is really important about this deck, is that it is hard. You have to punish whenever your opponent makes a heavy elixir commitment. So say if they place a golem, a giant, or even a pump, you have to push on the opposite lane. Well, unless they place a pump. If they place a pump, you push on the same lane and poison it. And your push should be primarily Giant Night Witch. If you don't have the Night Witch, push with the Giant Graveyard. Because the Giant Night Witch combo is so bloody strong, it is impossible to defend again if you've just bumped up and or played a tank on the opposite lane. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how that works. So first of all, let's watch this replay against this guy from Nova UK. Actually, let's watch this one. I think this is a more interesting battle against this 3 Musketeer heal deck, which I'm certain that a lot of you guys must have faced. It's super annoying and super hard to deal with if you don't have the correct deck. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to play against it. So starting off, this guy would want to pump, exactly. And now look at this, Giant, Night Witch, boom. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's thinking, what should I do? Should I play my Skeletons? Should I play my Night Witch? Play whatever you want, buddy, it's gonna die. So my Night Witch and Giant go in. He plays a good Ice Golem, which kills all my bats. He also plays a Zap. I play my Executioner in the back to assassinate his Night Witch. And look at this is just brilliant. He has nothing left to defend his pump, so he's forced to play his Battle Ram to eat up some damage from my Executioner. And then he tries to play his Skeletons, but poor placement from the Skeletons means that they do get killed by my Executioner. Now all I had to defend his Battle Ram was my Skeletons. I didn't bother to log 1 Barbarian, that would just be a negative trade. So again, he pumps up again, and you know what to do. Whenever they pump, you punish. So I go in with my Graveyard and Giant combo, and I have my poison ready to kill his Night Witch and damage his pump. So that is exactly what I do. So even though my Graveyard did fail to take out his pump, my poison does. So that's a win-win for us. We got over 1,500 damage on his tower and took out his main source of elixir. Now he plays his Musketeers on the same lane, so what do? I play my Executioner. The Executioner is a brilliant counter to the Musketeers, maybe not as good as the Bowler, but almost as good. Now he did have the heal here, which I did not know about, so I log here and then I play my Skeletons. I do take a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter. I've already dealt over 1,000, not over 1,000. His left tower only has a little over 1,000 health left, so I can easily take it out whenever I want. So yeah, he makes the mistake of pumping up in the same place. I have no idea why he did that, so I'm just gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna punish him with my Giant and Graveyard, and I'm gonna poison his Night Witch. Easy money, boys, easy money. And his Night Witch will die from the poison spell. The poison spell is actually the best spell to counter the Night Witch, guys, because with just like the damage of a log, it will completely kill the Night Witch, and it'll also kill all of her bats. So if you're ever having trouble with Night Witch, run Tornado, Executioner, and or Poison. So here he does try to go for one last ditch effort, which I perfectly counter with my Night Witch and other stuff, mainly Tornado, Executioner, all that. And then he tries to go for a last ditch effort on the right lane as well, which I simply counter with my Executionero. And this is his little combo is too little too late, and that is GGWP in my favor. No BM there, guys. I just gave him a good game, well played, and a thumbs up. Everyone does that. So moving on, we're gonna watch another battle against this really innovative, or not really innovative, but this version of the 2.9 miner cycle with the Executioner and Tornado. Now guys, I'll tell you something, the Executioner and Tornado is the most OP combo in the game right now, more OP than Night Witch, because you can use it to defend literally anything. Golem, Lava Hound, Giant, Hog, Giant Skeleton, Royal Giant. Yeah, so basically everything. So this guy was no joke, okay? Look at this guy. He has over 300,000 cards won. That is insane. Can you imagine how many grand challenges he must have won to get this far? And we did beat him, of course, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how. So with this deck, you ideally want your opponent to make the first move, which I do not say enough. Excuse me. So, sorry about that. So because if you do overcommit on one lane, your opponent can easily take advantage of that. So here my opponent should have placed the miner on the top left hand corner, because then you can tornado it to the King's Tower, but he did play it on the bottom. So I was easily able to activate my King Tower and take a little over 100 damage on my tower. So pretty worth trade. He goes for a weird log here, so I just try to go aggressive with my Night Witch and Executioner, but he not Executioner, my Night Witch and Giant, but he did have an Executioner of his own, so that was a bit unfortunate. I do poison myself to try and kill his Night Witch, but my Giant died too quickly, more quickly than I anticipated. So here I ignore his miner. I don't know why he logged there, but that was a bad play by him. And I tornado everything, and I perfectly play my skeletons to clean everything up. So not to brag or anything, but that was pretty well played by me. I was on an elixir deficit, but I was still able to hold my own by defending. So right now we're resetting. We're both almost even on elixir. He is exactly one elixir ahead of me. So he has the first move. He plays his skeletons in the back, so I just log. You know, why not? He's been logged. And I somehow catch the Night Witch as well. It was a pretty aggressive play, but his main goal is to get chip damage, which he is with this combo. Now here he gets a ton of damage. That one solitary bat does so much freaking damage, it's crazy. So I try to counter push with my Giant and weak Executioner. It does end up working out. He logs for some reason. If I were him, I would have played my own Executioner. But yeah, he tries to play his Night Witch to defend my graveyard, but that's not gonna work out, buddy. And he gives me the crying face, rightfully so. So here, this was a bit of a misplayed poison by me. I was expecting his Night Witch to kill my Giant a bit sooner, but of course it didn't. So I played my skeletons to absorb his Ice Spirit, and then I played my Night Witch to kill his miner and kill his Night Witch as well. So here I know that he's almost certainly going to take my tower on the left, so I'm going aggressive on the right hand lane to try and get the second crown, because I'm certain that this is going to be a 2-crown game. So I get some good value with my poison here, catching his Executioner and tower, and then I use my own Executioner and skeletons to try and defend his push, but that didn't go incredibly well. So again, I'm forced to tornado his miner away, but he will definitely get the tower because of his quick cycle. So instead of defending here, I be smart and I immediately push on the right hand lane, because I know he must be low on elixir. He does play his poison, which was a smart play, but he doesn't have enough elixir to defend. So he did, since he spent so much elixir pushing on his own. So his Night Witch does a ton of damage to my King Tower. So his last ditch effort would be to try and 3-crown me, which is a pretty daunting task in my opinion, because he doesn't have a 3-crown deck. He has a 1-crown deck, which I will take advantage of. So again, I go aggressive with my Graveyard Giant. Slightly poorly timed Giant meant that his Archer Tower did lock onto my skeletons, but that didn't mean too much. All now I need is another poison, my executioner for some reason goes for the Night Witch, which I absolutely do not understand. That is stupid. But all I have to do is poison again. I defend his push really easily with my Night Witch and Tornado, and that is GG. Again, the poison will tick. I throw my log, and that's good game, well played. Okay, moving on. So, this was an unfortunate game. Okay, I DC'd. So yeah, I DC'd. Then I was like 30 seconds out of the game, and then I didn't just want to come back. I just didn't bother. So, I mean, I could show you the match against the Hog deck, but I mean, this guy is pretty good. He has over 150,000, like close to 150,000 cards, which is again really impressive. But I'm not gonna bother. Hog is like the easiest deck ever. I also beat this guy, Joker. He has 100,000 cards, one as well. And so instead, I'm gonna show you this game. This is a pretty entertaining one. So it's against another Three Musketeer deck. Now, he wishes me the good luck, but as you guys know, I do mute immediately, so I unfortunately couldn't wish him good luck back. That's my bad. But look at this. None of us want to play our own cards. We both play any cards. We both cycle skeletons, but after that we just don't do anything. We just chill until double elixir. And I don't know why. I guess he plays his goblin gang, which I do log. But then I don't know why he waits until double elixir, because I guess he didn't know about my deck. But what I do know is that my deck will win in double elixir. It's just so damn strong, guys. Trust me. So again, this is a really boring battle until like, what, 1 minute left. And I'll show you guys exactly how I win this one. This is a really important tip that you guys need to know. So we're just waiting. I'll push it up to 4x. Waiting. Okay. So with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining, I go in. I go extremely aggressive with my Giant and Night Witch. Do you guys know why? Because look at this. Right when double elixir starts, you get a free 1 elixir boost. So I was mindful of that, and I took full advantage of it. He was forced to place 3 musketeers in one lane, so I simply poisoned them all and got insane value. Now here's his mistake. He pumps up in double elixir. You should never ever pump up in double elixir, because you won't get your value back. And he was at an elixir deficit, so what did I do? I took advantage of that. He poorly placed his goblin gang, so I simply killed it with my executioner and log. And then his Night Witch wasn't enough to defend against my giant graveyard, and then I do get the tower. And with only 20 seconds remaining, there's nothing this guy can do. I just thought the good game because the game's over. He does place 3 musketeers in the back, but there's no way his 3 musketeers are reaching my tower. This is pretty funny. This poor guy, he must be so sad right now. He gives me the well played, but I'm sure, guys, he must be crying. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Well, actually, let's open the chest first. I've been dying to open this chest. So we'll go over here and let's see what we get. I really hope I do get a legendary. I haven't gotten a legendary in ages. So 22k gold, 3 musketeers, awesome. The Royal Giant, don't care for that. Valkyrie, don't care for that. Mini P.E.K.K.A, okay, I'll take it, I guess. Mortar, don't care for that. Skeletons, don't care for that. Dark Goblin, don't care. Archers, don't care. Dark Prince, shit. Wizard is meh, don't care for that. Elite Barbs are garbage. Tornado. Do we get a legendary? Comment down below if we get a legendary or not. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Help me to get a graveyard. That's amazing. I'm so happy with that. Well, this was a successful episode, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you did in fact learn something from this. And if you do want to try this deck out, be sure to ask me for any specific advice if you didn't fully understand how to play it from this video. And DM me on Twitter, comment below. And be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.